And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Air Podcast, man. It's Friday. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
And we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Air Podcast, man. Regular edition is Friday. We were actually going to do an IRL stream today, but
This came up,
so now we got to go ahead and address it because it's all over X and all over the internet because, people love drama and love gossip, and it's kind of ridiculous that we have to go ahead and talk about this. But I guess we're here. So quick announcement before we get into the show, rumble.com/freshfit. As you guys know, that is the home base for us, castleclub.tv. Also new Instagrams, Not Unplugged Fit is my new one that I just made. And then what's yours? You made one too, right?
So
we got canceled
There's
off.
one out there that says not Freshman CEO. That is not me, actually.
Yeah, what's your real one? So
CEO Network Life.
CEO Network Life.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Not Unplugged
So the one
Fit.
that you're following now.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So
There you
we already got 8,600 y'all in here on YouTube, and then 5,000 on Rumble. Man, people love drama, I guess, huh?
I'm telling you. But guys, if you're watching for the first time, watching a long-time viewer, live show, April 26th, here in Miami.
Yeah.
Special
facts.
guests.
Yeah.
We have academics, Andrew Wilson, TK Kirkland. Some of the guests we can't say right now, but all coming to the show live in
Live
person.
show April 26th.
Meet and greet, VIP will be there.
And thanks to all the haters that made hit pieces that brought all the people over here. You're a free advertising group, you pieces of shit,
Thank
man.
you guys.
You fucking dickheads. Some of y'all. But anyway.
It's funny because people tell a story without the full story.
Of course.
And they think they know everything, and it's just like
They don't know everything.
chilling, relaxing.
They're just, they got all this to say, you know what I mean? And the reality is, man, we pay a lot of people's bills, man. Like people
we
say,
fed them.
"Oh, Fresh and Fit," like you're only relevant. But as soon as something happens, all you guys do, "Oh, let me talk about Fresh and Fit. Oh, look at this. Did you hear about this?"
And isn't it funny?
Crazy.
A 3 or 4 is telling a story, and they believe it.
And all the simps are believing
Line and sinker without any talk from me at all.
it. Nothing.
Isn't that
They didn't hear your side. They believe it automatic.
But they like to hate. They want to hate me. I get it. But without the facts, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Speculating.
Speaking of facts, we got a special guest in the house, matter of
Yes,
fact.
we do.
brought in the big guns for this one because we knew.
Best attorney for divorce and family matters, James Sexton in the house.
He's calling in from New York.
Gentlemen, it's all fun and games until the lawyer shows up, you know?
Yeah, man. Obviously, we ain't messing around on this one because, I mean,
It's serious.
Obviously, we were making some jokes on last week or whatever about it, but no, man. I mean, this is some pretty serious stuff. So
Yeah. This is as serious gets. I appreciate you guys having me on. I've been talking to both of you for quite some time, and as soon as I can get myself out of a courtroom into Miami, I'm excited to spend some time with you. But
Please do.
Yeah, when I spoke to Walter earlier today, I said, all right, well, you know what? I think I got to jump on and be the one to say a few things because I know he is dying to say a whole bunch of things, and a lot of those things he got to discuss with me that are subject to attorney-client privilege. But to then share them with the world right now is a challenging kind of a thing and would be absolutely against my advice. Sorry to spoil the party to everyone who wanted to hear all the salacious details at this moment. However, there are some things that need to be said, and I'm happy to say them. What I'll say, first of all, is you know what? I have good news and I have bad news. You've had a hell of a week, so I'm going to let you pick which you want first. You want the good news first? You want the bad news first?
Man, it's been tough, bro. Yo, just give me good news, bro. Give us the good news, man.
Good news? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the good news. There's a lot of question as to when a man can truly say he's successful. You know, I have a client who's worth $8 billion. I represent professional athletes, celebrities, primarily because I'm based in New York City. I represent a lot of people in finance, hedge fund people, crypto people. And there's always a question about when are you really successful? Is it your first 10 million when you become an 8-figure kind of guy? Is it the first time you buy a Lambo and you pay cash for it? Is it the first time you fly private? Is it the first time you buy a jet? Is it when is it? And what I will say as someone who's been practicing family law for 25 years is a man is really not truly successful until the 304s come out of the woodwork and say, I have your baby. I'm pregnant with your baby. I need to talk to you about the baby. What are we going to do about the baby? And surprisingly, instead of having that conversation like a civilized human being with a working prefrontal cortex, most of the time what they choose to do is to post it on social media, because that's absolutely what a good future mom potentially, or rational human being who's not just looking to shake someone down for money would do. You'd go right to social media. It certainly isn't the kind of thing a clout chasing no one would do. So ultimately, I want to congratulate you. That's the good news, is that you have officially arrived, my friend, and you are sitting among some of the greatest, most celebrated, wealthiest people in the world, many of whom I have represented, but you never heard anything really about it other than the little momentary blip that it came up, if at all, because they did what is now unfortunately going to be the bad news. And that is, there are two words, my friend, that are not in your vocabulary currently, and they haven't been for years, and it's the reason why you're successful. But you need to repeat those two words after me, so let's practice together right now. Ready? No.
No.
Comment.
Oh, comment. Okay. Okay.
No.
No.
Comment.
Comment. All right.
Okay, so you've got to learn to say that.
Wait.
And it's really unfortunate because I know you are dying to talk about many of the things, many of the counter narrative, the facts as opposed to the fictions, the way that things are weaponized and weaponized inappropriately, the massive holes in stories, that there's a lot to be discussed. But revenge is a dish best served cold.
Wait,
right now,
Okay.
there are civil and criminal penalties for the kinds of behaviors that we're looking at right now. So I want you, as your counsel, and again, you're free to ignore my advice. Plenty of times people ignore my advice, and sometimes I'm grateful when they do it because it creates a lot more chaos, which makes me a lot more money. Peace does not make me any money. Chaos makes me money. But I'm telling you, my advice to you, and I've said this to you earlier privately, is there has to be, for the moment, no specific comment. There really has to be, because the level of issues that are being caused right now by a third party in terms of what they are exposing themselves to. There's an old saying, never interrupt the enemy when they're in the process of committing suicide. And this is a situation where you are, as much as I know, you are dying to get the counter narrative and the facts out there, the reality out there, as opposed to the garbage that's out there right now.
Yeah.
An intelligent, strategic, successful man knows that irrationality, impulsivity, and emotionalism are luxuries reserved for the ladies. They are not for an intelligent, strategic, thoughtful man who is making tactical moves on the advice of counsel. So that is my little rant. That is my little caveat. And I'm glad you gave me the chance to say.
I got to say one thing, though.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
We do have the phone call.
but I will say this. I personally should not have nutted within a 304 like this. Now, granted, things happen, whether true or not, but like you said, James, I'll keep my mouth shut because I have some info here I want to share with the chat.
This record, I have to tell you, the recording we are discussing, and in all of these situations, when there is a recording of this kind, which there always is, because why would you be recording the conversation unless you plan to use that to stick somebody up?
Yeah.
Normal, rational human beings who are acting in good faith don't record their conversations. Especially too when they're being mindful of the fact that there's a difference between a one-party state and a two-party state when it comes to consent for recordings, and that, again, it's a felony in the state of Florida to record a conversation without the consent of the other party. And if you then publish it, that's a separate felony. So that's two felonies for the price of one. But again, the reality here is if you want to play the recording, go ahead. People have heard it. People have listened to it. You know what? Congratulations. You're important enough of a person that people actually pay attention when someone's talking about you. And that is in and of itself an accomplishment. There are a whole lot of guys right now who a girl is calling them and saying, you know, I'm having a baby and it's definitely yours. And nobody cares. No one would care. No one's interested. Everyone's just looking at it going, okay, whatever, it happens. The reality is, in your situation, everybody's very interested in this. Everybody wants to talk about it. But again, the reality for you is there are civil and criminal remedies for the kinds of things that are happening here.
Yeah.
And they're not to be leveled at you. So if we want to listen to that recording, you want to play that recording for anybody who's been under a rock and didn't get to hear it, fine. The only context I would give before playing it is listen to it. Is that a normal conversation? Is this a conversation of a woman who is having a sincere conversation with a human being? Or is this someone who knows that they're recording this? And when you know you're the one who's recording the conversation and that you can change it, modify it, splice it, edit it, you don't hear what was on the call before, you don't hear what was on the call after. And to be candid, guys, you know, I don't know if anybody realizes we're living in 2024. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a courtroom where there is audio that we've had to have digital forensic experts come in, spend $30,000 to show that it was modified audio. You know, you can go right now, there's any number of products available right now from OpenAI, ChatGPT, all the various companies that are doing this type of work, where you can take small snippets of someone's audio and you can have this person saying 5 or 10 sentences, and then you can literally dub anything that's to be said. And I have to tell you, you may not know it, guys, there's a lot of recordings of you talking out there. I could put together almost, if you said almost any word in the English language, I could find an example of you saying it. So again, I think it's very, very important, if you're going to listen to this or any recording of some poor innocent young woman who's calling some fellow and just happens to be recording it and just happens to be making sure that when she's having that conversation, she seems like something of a victim in the situation and keeps steering the situation in directions that would make for good, you know, good internet publication. You know, when you listen to it with that ear. See if it sounds a little bit different.
Let's play it just for the audience to kind of, because it's kind of actually crazy when you listen to it, and it's amazing that like people don't have the critical thinking skills to not see that clearly this was like intentional. And it's funny because she made this phone call and then literally within minutes it's up on Instagram. Like,
oh, and I have to tell you,
like, I was like, what the hell?
I could have dubbed this call because as I'm listening, I'm going, oh yeah, it's this one. Like I have listened now to 50 of these from professional athletes, you know, influencers, hedge fund guys, top name surgeons in the city at top hospitals. I mean, it really is. Successful men have a target on their back. And this is one of the most classic old school shakedowns. This is one of those ones that, again, I could do the phone call. Like I could have told you, I listened to it and I was like, oh yeah, it's that. It's like she went in and picked like menu option A, you know, and that's the call. It's like I could, if it wasn't breaking attorney-client privilege, I got about a half a dozen celebrities that you've probably seen in films and TV that I'd put you in touch with, and they'd go, oh yeah, I got that call. I remember that call. Her name was Janet, you know. Oh, I remember that call. That was Kiki, you know, and that's how it is. And by the way, you guys live in the city where those calls always come from. I don't know what it is about Miami. Maybe that's why I haven't come on. I'm afraid I'm going to show up in Miami and suddenly I'll get out of the airplane and someone will claim they're pregnant with my child. Like I'm afraid that will happen instantly when I get off of a plane at MIA airport.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Play it.
No worries. We'll run it real quick, and then I know Fresh can't talk as much, but I'll give a little bit of my commentary because I haven't said anything about this shit either, and obviously. Let's just play the call real fast. Yeah. Let's just play it.
Go for it.
Obviously, I know that there's legal proceedings going on. Oh, go ahead, Bills. My bad.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing.
Pause.
Pause.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's using extreme language and she's calling, saying, "I want to do this," etc. And she's fishing for a response, right? It's very obvious. And the thing too is that, like, I mean, I know this. Like, there was an agreement that they weren't gonna ever have kids. Like, but why is she calling now saying, "Oh, I'm pregnant"?
It's so funny because how she's talking, I'm like shocked because I'm like, normally you don't talk like this.
Yeah.
It's more like it's following a script.
Yeah.
Almost. But I'm like,
And it's good on your part because you didn't really say too much.
nah.
But it's
I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
yeah.
So-
again, there was an agreement that they weren't gonna like have kids or anything like that, and then now she's coming in saying like, "Oh, I'm pregnant and I don't want to kill the baby" and all this other stuff, and it's like, what the hell? Like,
And she
bro.
brought in religion.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing right now?
she's not religious, guys. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on.
I want to keep the baby.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids.
Pause.
You know?
Very obvious fishing for a response, like, what the hell are you doing? No, you better not, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was trying to fish for an emotional reaction to make you look crazy there.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we can keep.
And this is a pretty classic tactic, guys, because the reality is that, I've done this in a courtroom so many times. I've played these kinds of recordings. I can't tell you how many times I've heard "What are you doing? No, don't hit me. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
What is that knife? Why do you have that knife?" And meanwhile, my client's like, I was on the other side of the room. And I had a banana in my hand that I was eating, you know. And she, "Oh, my God, what is that gun you're holding?" You know, so the sound I have heard many times, the sound I just heard, and that is the sound of a man who almost sounds like he's got PTSD. But he's like, wait, what are we talking about? What is going on? Like, who am I talking to right now? This sounds insane. Who speaks this way? Who pauses in that way as if for, okay, now let's let you talk. Let's get some dramatic effect going. Like, this is not a conversation between two adults who are talking about something not for performance purposes, one-sided performance purposes, but because they actually want to have a dialogue. And again, ask yourselves, what kind of person, if you were dealing with something truthful and this serious, does this, records it, and immediately publishes it on the internet, and then continues to follow it up with more internet postings? What kind of human being, is a serious human being do that? Does a person who has any self-respect or respect for other people do that?
Does someone who actually want to have a kid do that?
No.
Like that's the other thing too for all
No.
you simps in the fucking chat right now. Abortion. Bro, do you think someone who's actually really pregnant with a child will do this shit? Like,
Well,
use
and
your
what I'll
common
tell
sense.
you
Some of
too
you in
is
the
a
chat are some fucking simps,
classic
man.
tactic on this. Classic tactic on this.
Like, y'all are
is
some fucking simps in the
it
chat.
becomes the I'm going to need some money to terminate pregnancy. I'm also going to need some money to recover after that because it was very traumatic for me. Or if that shakedown doesn't work, it turns in a couple of months. I lost the baby. My goodness, I lost the baby. It's so, and by the way, now I'm very upset that I lost the baby. And obviously I'm not going to return the money for the stroller and for the car and for all the down payment on the condo that I said that I needed because I was going to have your child. But yes, I lost the baby. And if you say, well, are you sure you were pregnant? Or you, oh, how dare you ask that? Look, I have something from Planned Parenthood that I've posted on my social media that, you know, there's no way to edit a PDF, guys. Don't you know that? Don't you know there's no way to take a generic piece of paper from Planned Parenthood that anybody could get for $10 and change it to say whatever it is you wanted to say? And then in a few months, just turn around and say, oh, I lost the baby. It's such a tragedy. And again, if you defend yourself, if you say anything in the court of public opinion, you lose no matter what, which is why, again, you know, revenge is a dish best served cold. There are criminal and civil penalties for this kind of behavior.
Wait, I can't respond, right? Damn. I want to say something so
Nope,
bad.
you cannot respond. Sorry. I'm directing you not to respond. I know you want to. They can kill me in the chat if they want to. Grow up, go to law school, and then you can tell your clients whatever the hell you want to tell them. But I am telling you, this is not the time to make this comment. Because I know there's a lot of additional information you have. because I know that information. But I'm telling you, now is not the time.
Yeah.
Let somebody just keep digging the hole. Let them just keep digging the hole, because that's the time you unleash the information.
Play the thing.
Please keep going. This is an Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah, it's a few more seconds. And it's crazy to me how people are, immediately saying like, "Oh, she's pregnant. You're encouraging an abortion, etc." Bro, we don't know if it's even true. Like, they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Like, bro, this at the end of the day, let me just fucking say this. She's mad because Fresh didn't want to get her a fucking apartment in Miami. Ta-da! There you guys fucking go. All right? She's mad because Fresh didn't want to fucking get her an apartment in Miami, and he didn't want to be with her no more. That's why she's doing all this shit. All right? She did a pregnancy test before in fucking Barbados, and it came back negative. Sorry, I had to fucking say this shit. It's fucking annoying me, these fucking ass clowns in the chat saying all this bullshit, whatever. There's a high likelihood it's not true, and she's doing this shit because she knows that she's done. She knows that he don't want to be with her no more, so she's like, let me take the fucking building down with me. Let me burn this bitch down and make him look terrible. Let me record this fucking phone call, premeditated, call it, make him get a reaction so I could put this shit on the internet, put it on Instagram stories immediately after. It happened to me. What is it? You guys remember 3 years ago? Some fucking chick, 3 weeks later, oh, I'm pregnant. It was a fucking lie. She used that shit to do a media run, went everywhere, did interviews all over the place, ran her OnlyFans up. Did you guys forget about that? Did you guys forget about that? That shit happened to me too. And it's happening again.
Gentlemen, I have to tell you, it is you are in a huge fraternity. I'm not kidding when I say that this is the sign of success. I cannot, because of attorney-client privilege, tell you how many men in a 25-year career I have seen this exact story play out with. Much of the time, there was no pregnancy. Much of the time, there was a pregnancy that mysteriously miscarries a short time later, usually after the check clears or the wire transfer is completed. Sometimes there is, in fact, a pregnancy, but many of the times, once that pregnancy comes to completion, wouldn't you know, the DNA test reveals that the individual who was alleged to be the father of this child, usually the one with a 7 or 8 figure bank account, turns out to not be it. And the scumbag boyfriend who they had on the side, who, makes minimum wage, he was the one who happens to have all the genetic markers tied to this child. So, there's a whole lot of ways this story ends at the majority of the time. And again, now is not we're not doing a post-mortem on this situation yet because it's not done yet. But I will tell you with a very high degree of confidence, knowing a lot more about this situation than anyone in this situation other than the gentleman himself, that there is a lot more happening here and a lot more information that if you were a reckless individual and ignoring my advice as counsel, you would unleash immediately both barrels. But I appreciate that you are at least following some of my advice. The fact that we're talking about this at all means you're not completely following my advice. The reality is, if you don't talk, you walk, and that talking is about this stuff just gives it oxygen. I mean, you're just giving this individual's 15 minutes, another 15 minutes. I understand why you're doing it. I understand that it's important to want to protect yourself, and I understand that your partner here is less restrained and certainly wants to protect you, which I respect the bonds of brotherhood in that way. But you want to finish listening to the last few seconds of this Oscar-worthy performance? Yeah. I think we certainly can do that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bells. You got it.
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
What you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you?
Nothing?
Well, why did I do anything to you?
No, I know. So, like, how are you gonna deal with this? By saying I don't want a baby? That's all?
I mean, I could go to the doctor, I guess.
To the doctor. So you want abortion?
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now?
Because I'm like, there's no way that's true. But then I said, oh, wow. Like.
So just think about it. It's meant to be.
Can say why that might not be true? Or no, I can't.
No, not right now.
All right.
God wants you to have the baby.
Now God's involved.
Definitely not.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened.
Pause real
and
quick,
then you're
'cause-
relating.
Pause real quick. A lot of you fucking guys in the chat, I don't know what you guys forgot or whatever. Some of you guys like think we're trad cons over here or we're super religious. We've said it a million times. I'm not a practicing Muslim. Fresh isn't a practicing Christian.
Correct.
We run a fucking dating podcast for all you ass clowns and teach you guys how to get laid. So what the fuck makes you guys think that we're sitting here and we're being traditionally conservative and all religious and shit? We've never been religious. We brought guests on that are religious, that talk about religion and etc. But we're not, because we bring guests on that have different viewpoints than us, and we're okay with that. We don't have an echo chamber over here. But we've told you guys a million times, we're not fucking religious. So don't sit there and try to hold us to some standard like, abortion's against the rule, all this other bullshit. Bro, number one, this chick ain't pregnant. It's fucking cap, in my opinion. I think it's a fucking lie, right? Because bitches have done this shit to me. It's happened. That's number one. Number two, we are not religious, okay, guys? We said this a million times. So you guys try to sit there, Fresh, you claim to be a man of God, you're a man of Christ, blah, blah. Fresh has said many times, I'm a man of God, and he's just kidding around. Y'all know that we deal with fucking chicks. We teach y'all how to get them.
Yeah.
Like,
We give you secular
we're not
advice.
tradcons over here.
Yeah. And
Gentlemen, the reality here is everyone who is listening to this, particularly any man who is listening to this, I know the majority of your audience is male, anyone who is listening to this, this should put a chill down your spine. You are not safe. You're only safe if you're unsuccessful. So feel free to be unsuccessful. You'll never have this problem. But I guarantee you that if you are a successful man, at some point, these kinds of allegations get made. I've had these allegations made against people who go, I've never even been in the same state as this woman. I've never been in a room with her. Or every time I've been in a room with her, there were other people there. This happens to married men. This happens to Muslims, Christians, Jews. This happens to pretty much everybody. And I will tell you, again, listen to this recording. If you've taken the time to listen to the recording, listen to the recording. Like, look, the reality is this is not how someone speaks when they're having an actual conversation. This is, if you said to me that her voice was AI, I would say, you know what, AI is way better than that. Like, this is shitty AI. Because what this is someone who really has no future as an actress. Because this is so unbelievably a setup. This is a professional hit. And why? If you can't see that, you're blind. And if you see that and then give credit to anything that this person is saying, then shame on you. And certainly don't claim to be, oh, I'm a man of God or I'm not, whatever. Because look, the reality here is there's truth and there's fiction. And the reality of this recording is this is not a good faith conversation in any capacity. This is a setup. This is a hit. And when someone does a setup, a hit, and immediately unleashes that to the public for the purposes of clout chasing or a shakedown financially, anything else that comes out of that person's mouth, the Bush Doctrine applies. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We don't do that. That's not what we do.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, even as us here having this stream, I didn't even want to do it. I wanted to do an IRL stream and like get back to it, but people were just bombarding us with this. So it's like, all right, we'll address it for you guys. But it amazes me that you guys are so quick to believe that gets on the internet that clearly did this, set it up, premeditated, went to Instagram immediately after illegally recording a phone call, and you guys are so quick to say, wow, Fresh, you're such a bad guy, blah, blah, blah. Bro, this chick is lying. This is my take. I mean, I'm not privy to the conversations that Fresh had with his counsel, but I'm telling you as an outsider looking in, I'm like, bro, this is a fucking lie.
When I first came on before we started recording, and I spoke with the two of you briefly, I said to both of you that I think that the less that's said about this, the better from a legal perspective. There's a script that I often give to clients, which is I have no specific recollection of any wrongdoing, although I acknowledge mistakes may have been made. I'd like to move forward past this unfortunate incident. You should write that shit down. I will tell you, there's a reason why you guys are excellent communicators. You have a great point of view. It's why I was a fan before I was your counsel.
More Myron.
But I got to tell you, man, you're killing me right now. You're killing me with what you're saying right now. Because again,
I'm sorry, man.
From an entertainment and a reality perspective, I love it. Preach, my friends. But now is not the time to unleash the Kraken here.
I'm done.
We've got there's a lot being said right now, and I appreciate, Walter, that you are taking my advice and you are not saying it, but we are going down roads that we do not need to go down right now. There will be time, as I've said now 4 or 5 times in this conversation, revenge is a dish best served cold. There are consequences for behavior, and it is not consequences against you I am talking about. There are consequences for the kinds of behaviors, for this kind of a professional attempt at a hit. Because I have to tell you, if you're going to strike at the king, you better kill the king. Because if you don't, he's still got a bigger platform than you. So this is one of those things that, again, just, I'm going to say it one more time. You can listen or you can ignore it. Now is not the time for all of this information to be put out there.
Yeah, no, my bad. I just
no, not your bad. I appreciate it, but there is a time. There will be a time. Now is not that time. I am advising you again, very emphatically, that now is not the time to share the many things you have to say, the many screenshots, all of the media information, all the things that I'm able to view that, I because of the benefit of attorney-client privilege.
No, of course.
I'm telling you, now is not the time.
I'll just say this. We're pursuing every legal course right now, both criminal and civil, against this fucking girl, okay? Just so y'all know. Like, we're going to make sure that she deals with the consequences of her actions, all right? What she did was a fucking felony in the state of Florida. I didn't realize that there's another count for putting it out there. So that's actually good on our end. So, and here's the other thing too. She's a foreign national from fucking China committing crimes in the United States. So, it is what it is, man. Mo, I'm gonna fucking swear. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. So my thing is, she is absolutely gonna deal with the consequences of these fucking actions, man. Because you want to come at fresh like this, you want to do this shit for all you ass clowns out there. Oh, bro, leave fresh, blah blah. I'm not fucking going anywhere. It is what it is. I stand by him 100%. We have had our conversations behind the scenes. You guys can say whatever the fuck you guys want to say, but loyalty is a real thing. I don't believe in the term loyalty to a fault, because the whole reality of being loyal is you're loyal regardless of whether it's faulty or not. That's what loyalty is, you fucking ass clowns. But I guess this thing doesn't exist anymore. But that's all I'm going to say, is that we're pursuing every avenue to fucking go after this chick for the fucking baseless and false allegations she made, man.
I will say one thing. When Myron had this scenario. Okay,
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
No, but he's just been a good friend, because when people talk shit about your friend, you should defend them, especially when you know the truth. But yeah, thanks, James. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, listen, I have to tell you, the bond of you guys' friendship is an amazing thing. And I have to tell you, and I'm not giving anything away of attorney-client privilege when I say it. I've dealt with some really incredibly successful people when they're in this situation, and you can tell when someone's panicked, and you can tell when someone is genuinely trying to figure out what the hell's going on and how the hell to handle it, and acting in good faith. And from every possible metric, you've been acting in good faith on this, and trying to get a handle on what is the right thing and what is actually going on, what is truth, what is fiction, what is conversation and what is performance, what is fake and what is real. And that's a hard thing to do. It is anytime intimacy is weaponized, and I've been a divorce lawyer a long time, so I know a thing or two about how people weaponize intimacy. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Because when we share with another human being, when we share with a woman, parts of ourselves, honest parts of ourselves, and we make ourselves even the slightest bit vulnerable, and then we have to spend the rest of the time pulling the knife out of our back. That's the kind of thing that makes a person jaded. And what I will tell you is, so far in my conversations with you, you haven't lost your sense of humor. You haven't lost your bonds of friendship. You haven't lost your loyalty, and you haven't lost your integrity. And that's a whole lot more than I can say for the other end of that phone call. So I think you should be proud of the way you're handling yourself in this situation. And I think that, again, as the details of this thing become a little more public and something that can be discussed in more depth after civil, criminal, and other remedies are fully allowed to move through the system. I think people are there's gonna be quite a few people that owe you an apology. So,
all right. I mean, is there anything else?
Gentlemen, I have to go. This is
We'll let you go, man.
You're killing me.
No, we'll let you go. We'll.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Great to see you. I have to say, my first time appearing was not going to be this.
Yeah.
Fate has a way of doing things, and I just heard someone say that God planned this sort of thing. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that God did this so that you'd finally get me on the show. But I got to tell you guys, you really went to a hell of a length to get me on the show. I mean, this is impressive. Making this whole thing up, it's incredible. It's really amazing. I'm flattered, I have to tell you.
We're looking forward to in person.
Myron, I wanted you to know I'm pregnant, and I'm pretty sure it's yours. So I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Hey, everyone says I'm gay anyway, right? So. Oh man, this is crazy.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, James, thanks for coming on, man.
Good to see you. I will speak to you very soon.
And guys, this is James Sexton.
Yeah,
31K watching. Go support him as well.
Yeah, go check him out, guys.
That's me at NYC Divorce Lawyer.
Yeah.
See you soon.
All right, man. Later. Peace.
Take care, gentlemen. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we brought one of the best in the business for y'all, man. James Sexton. So, look, guys, I know that's not what you might want to hear. Obviously, this is like for real. This is very for real. And we're definitely going through. I mean, Fresh has been dealing with all this on the phone with lawyers and shit like that. He was at the police department,
yesterday. Man, James is gone, right?
Yeah,
I can't say anything,
bro. I mean,
because I got so much to share, bro, and receipts, and I can't do it because if I do it, it might be bad, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, you just heard what your lawyer said, bro. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
Bro,
I mean,
oh man, bro, damn, man. what do I do, bro?
All right, I'll read these chats. Yeah, I'll read these chats, and then you could think about it. If you want to text James on the side and say what you want to say, but you already know, bro. More than likely, whatever.
I'll tell you this though.
You want to break up her?
A lot of supporters are supporting as well. So shout out to them.
Yeah. The haters are always louder, right? But like, it's crazy to me. But anyway, dude's name is both of you. Shut up, Myron. First, stop talking. Listen to your lawyer. Trust me. Yes, bro. Hey, I got you. And then Rumble Rants. All right, shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to Destiny, by the way. Yo, Destiny, we saw what you did, baby.
Yo, Destiny. Oh my God.
We saw what Destiny did, man. Listen, man. See, and here's the thing, right? When Destiny went through his divorce, and everyone was trying to fucking kick him when he was down. Myron and Fresh, look, you guys were right. I was like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
I fucking respect Destiny as a man. I like the guy. I don't agree with him, but I respect his viewpoints and I like the guy, even though we fucking disagree on virtually everything.
Listen.
Okay, and that's another thing too that like I guess you guys are fucking confused because we bring people in from so many different perspectives. I guess we had Muhammad Hijab, we had Andrew Wilson on, two religious guys.
Laura
Loomer. And they're Andrew and Muhammad obviously are very religious, right? Orthodox Christian and Muslim. They obviously are not, they're against abortion, they're against all this stuff. I guess you guys must have forgot that, like, we told y'all we're not religious. We're a fairly secular podcast. Hell,
100%.
we teach you guys, we started this podcast teaching you guys how to get fucking laid. We're not religious. Like, what the hell? You must be new here.
I even said it multiple times. I am not practicing Christian. I understand the Bible to some length. You're not practicing Muslim, but it's like, bro, like.
People forget, man. People forget. They're trying to hold us to, like, some religious standard. And it's like, bro, we told y'all from the beginning, we're not religious.
I'll tell you this, though. Destiny posted the live stream they talked to her on. If you want more context, go watch that.
Yeah, he roasted her.
Stupid. Yo, that nigga went in. But granted, he answered real questions.
Yeah.
Why this? Why that? Why you doing this? And it's apparent what the real motive is, but that's all I'll say.
Yeah, shout out to Destiny, man.
Shout out to Destiny, man. And you know what's funny?
Yeah.
He's not even my friend. Imagine that.
Well, we had his back, and he got ours, man. I mean, bro, integrity speaks volumes, guys. And here's the thing, too. Ask a lot of these YouTubers that have worked with us in the past. What do they always fucking say? Yo, Fresh Fit are cool guys. They ain't gonna backstab you. They're loyal. Like, that's just how we move. Like, and it's crazy to me how I get criticized. We get criticized for, oh, well, you guys are loyal to people, your friends, etc. Look at it paying it back in dividends, right?
Yeah.
Like, Destiny don't agree with us. He didn't have to do that, but he fucking shit on her anyway. It was fucking fantastic. It was awesome. It was fantastic.
Go to his channel, man.
But yeah, go check it out, man. But like the point I'm trying to make is that people respect that trait. For all you idiots out there that sit there and say, man, you're loyal to a fault. bro, it always comes back around positively when you do good to people, man.
Yeah.
When you do good to people, then you're not a piece of shit, right? And you don't sit there and you backbite them and attack them when they're down and everything else like that, or trying to get a gotcha moment or any of this other crap. They fucking respect you for that shit. Especially in this realm, in YouTube, where everyone's a fucking snake, bro. People are real snakes out here.
Yeah.
Like preying on your fucking downfall. Every day, there's people preying on us, like going down. People laugh when we got demonetized. People laugh when we get when anything bad happens to us, etc. But we're still fucking here.
And isn't it funny? People are like, oh, we call Fresh and Fit for comment. You didn't call us. You just made a video.
Who said that?
I'm not gonna
Really?
say. I'm not gonna say who, but they made a video, and it's like, all right, cool. I see you, bro. I see how it is. I'm gonna stay quiet, but I won't forget. Actually, hashtag still over there.
Okay.
There you go.
Damn, bro.
No. McChucky98, yo, Fresh, behind you, 100%. All the value you guys have given me, there is no turning back on you guys.
Thank you, bro.
Cloud Gaming says, I stand with you, Fresh. Myron, love your loyalty to your homeboy, man. City boys, we up.
It's a lost, bro. It's really a lost
art.
It amazes me how it's just a lost discipline. It's like a lost thing, and people always say masculinity is dead, right? Like we live in the lost boy generation. Yeah, I mean, it's not just the inability to speak to women or the people not being in shape or lower testosterone levels. Like being loyal to your friends, especially your guy friends, is like a masculine trait. Standing through thick and thin is very important, right? And that's a lost art too. It's like we've lost masculinity in so many other ways that people don't even realize. And what I've noticed, especially from coming into like this world, the entertainment world, etc., from coming from a law enforcement background, loyalty is a foreign concept. Like it's like a
No integrity.
There's no integrity, and it's like the profession I came from, right? As you guys know, I used to work in law enforcement. Like you're hitting a door with somebody. Like you can literally both die going in. You needed to trust the guy that you were going into the house with. So like, whether you liked each other or not, there was that level of respect and that level of like, oh, yo, I'm loyal to you because we can fucking die together. Guys, like I said before, if there's one thing you learn from this podcast, you guys have seen all the bullshit that we've been through. You guys want to know why we're successful and we keep fucking pushing through? Because we stick together, man.
We don't give up.
That's why we stick together, and you guys can say whatever the fuck you guys want to say about Fresh, about Mo, about Bills, about Chris, or whatever. They're with us during the darkest times, bro.
Yep.
And that's why we're still here giving y'all the content that we're giving y'all. That's why we've been able to go strong. Bro, most YouTubers, you guys think most YouTubers would be around almost a year after the fact if they got demonetized?
No, they'd be gone.
They'd be fucking gone. The fact that we've still been able to give y'all content, and not only that, give y'all fucking bangers, give y'all amazing shit.
We had so many guests come on.
So many guests come on. We've had banger guests. We had Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson, Jake Shields,
Rampage Jackson.
Rampage Jackson. Fuck, man. Just so many I can't even.
TK, Academics.
TK Kirkland was just here. Academics. Like, bro, like we've brought so many people in the past like couple of months. In 2024, everyone's like, oh, Fresh and Fit's going to fall off in 2024. They're going to fall off. Fuck out of here, man. We've been getting fucking better and better and better, giving y'all IRL streams, etc. We've just made the content better. New studio, etc. Everyone thought we were down for the count when we got demonetized, but we're fucking here. You guys want to know why we're here? Because we stick
together
with the people that we came in with. That's why. When you're loyal to people, they're loyal to you. Like I told y'all before, Destiny didn't have to fucking do that shit. But why did he do that shit? Because like, damn, Fresh and Foot stood by me, even though we're not friends, but they didn't fucking attack me while I was down. So you know what? I'm gonna fucking shit on this girl for them. We didn't tell him.
And he has questions.
But that's what happens because integrity is so goddamn rare that when you actually do get it, people are like, God damn, I respect this shit. Yo, they didn't kick me they didn't kick me while I was down for some views like everyone else fucking did.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm telling y'all, man. Maybe you're not a loyal person right now watching the show. Maybe you're not someone that has integrity. Maybe you're a guy that fucking flows with the wind, right? And you're not able to maintain friendships. People don't respect you, whatever. Bro, practice going against the grain. Practice being that guy that people can trust. Practice being that guy that people can rely on. He tells you something, it says, bro, don't say nothing. You want to be that motherfucker. No one ever heard it. You know how many times people say, yo, don't tell nobody this, blah, blah, blah? Cool. It dies with me. And then they never hear it again. And then they're like, yo, I'm going to tell you something, yo, etc. I'm going to tell you this. I'm like, yo, don't tell nobody. I'm like, bro, when's the last time you heard something that you told me again? And they're like, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Shit like that is what I pride myself on. People tell me shit, bro. I told y'all. Arab told me himself. He was fucking kidnapped and he said, don't say nothing. All right. Y'all heard it? Y'all didn't hear it, did you? You heard it when he announced it on Twitter? But that's little shit like that, guys, is so important, man. And this isn't a podcast about me telling y'all how to develop masculine traits, etc. But I'm just telling y'all, man, if you have these traits, it's fucking respected because it's so goddamn rare nowadays, man.
I mean, even in public, walking into rooms, when you have that respect, you walk in, people show you homage. That's why in Miami we're good.
Yeah.
And wherever we go. So.
Yeah.
Did you break the TV? This nigga,
Yeah, there's a line through the TV now.
This nigga went crazy. It's fine though.
Y'all give me a second, man.
Yeah, what's it? The Punisher cup?
I got another one.
This Punisher cup is gone.
I punished the Punisher cup.
The other cup is gone, bro. Punisher says, "Hey yo, Myron, love you, bro, but you owe me some money for breaking my damn mug. I take Zelle, PayPal, and personal checks." He punished a cup. He punished a Punisher cup. Oh man,
Give me a second to
that
do these chats.
that is love though, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh my
For real.
Yeah.
That one really gave me a tear, bro. That one really, that one actually made me cry.
I was like,
Yo,
is he
funny,
about to
man.
drink some water? No, he about to crash the cup.
Yo, funny, man.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. There's a lot of chats.
Yeah.
Fresh,
Frank
you
Castle
can't
for real. Holy.
Jay's already ordering another one as we speak.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay from
And
Network,
just so
man.
y'all know, guys, like, real talk, man, I had a conversation with Fresh about this shit off
Yeah.
air, man. Like, I'm not going
Trust
to
me,
fucking sit here.
He chewed me out. Trust me.
Like,
Trust me.
we already had this conversation, man. And I know y'all like, yo, go Fish accountable. Trust me, man. Behind the scenes, like, yo, man. It's done. He's not going to do some dumb shit like this ever again, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It is what it is. Like, we talked about it off air. And you know, and I've made mistakes too, of course. And he's talked to me on the side as well, right? And like, but I don't think I genuinely don't believe that those conversations are to be had on the internet. I think that should be done behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, you don't need to make it a fucking spectacle. Like, if I really care about you and I'm gonna have a conversation with you where I care about your self-interest, why am I gonna do it in front of a camera? Like,
That's a big red flag.
like, yo, that's a big red flag if someone's trying to hold you accountable in front of a camera. That's weird, bro. That's weird. Because how can you actually have a genuine, fruitful conversation in front of a camera? Because we're all men here. We all don't want to back down or look crazy or get emasculated on camera. Like, listen to yourselves when you say this stupid shit. Hold them accountable on camera. That tells me you haven't lived life for real. That tells me you haven't lived life for real. For real. I'll give you guys a fucking example. I remember one time I was a team leader on a takedown, right? On a fucking house. And one of the agents fucked up. They didn't do something properly, right? Instead of shitting on him in front of everybody, right, and making him look crazy, I said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" I pulled him to the side and I told him, "Hey, man, don't do that. Do X, Y, Z instead." He's a new agent. Why am I gonna fucking chew him out in front of everybody? But see, that's just a life skill that you learn from being a real individual and like working a real job and dealing with people normally. You don't ever shit on people publicly. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, right? Obviously, when we're on the internet here and you guys call in and ask your questions, cool. That's different, right? You guys are calling in and you know that you're gonna get roasted sometimes publicly. But here's the beauty. It's anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. You're calling in.
Yeah.
It's fine, right? But when you're shitting on someone publicly, right? It just doesn't work most of the time, guys. So for you guys that sit there, hold Fresh accountable. Bro, we have our conversations behind the scenes. Trust me. There's a big, why do you think he's going to the gym and he's been doing speech therapy? We talked about this shit. All right? So, you know, and people can say whatever they want. Fresh doesn't, his speech still sucks. But bro, watch a podcast from 4 years ago and you won't understand nothing this nigga's saying.
That's a fact. That was terrible.
You know?
But hey, man, we live and we learn, you know?
Yeah,
It's,
man. So it is what it is, man. I've always thought that was very weird and goofy that some of y'all be in the chat saying, hold them accountable, Myron. Yeah, I already did. We already had a very long conversation about this shit earlier today.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Here's what it is, man.
Yeah, what's up next?
Hold on 1 second. All right.
Sorry for smashing the TV, bro. Goddamn, man.
It's fine. Know your value. Fresh, keep your effing mouth shut. Don't be emotional like a 304. Is be logical every step of the way.
$100 from Castle Club.
I want to say so much right now.
Wait, can Fresh not read? Myron, can you read it for him? Please?
Yeah,
Fresh, do not read nothing.
Yeah.
No? Oh.
Okay. Morpheus, we love you guys. You're not alone. Appreciate that, bro.
Thanks, bro.
WR Loyalty Fresh, I understand you want to speak, but if you talk, I will show up to the live in my semi truck and personally apply a belt to ass. Nah, but for real though, love you guys. Yeah, and notice how the people that really rock with us are saying shut up, but the people that don't give a fuck are saying no, bro. Like, what do you L lawyer? Like yo, it's just crazy. Like, people don't give a fuck. Like, they really don't give a fuck, and that's fine. That's fine, but it's just like, it just goes to show people's like real true colors. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting. Law of Distraction says, doesn't mean she is pregnant, but talking on it will always give both sides more to fight over. Myron is explaining the definition of loyalty. Literally help your brothers out, especially in time of need. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, oh shit. Damn, I'm getting info real time. Myron, you're a real nigga. FNF crew of family. That's from Durag Myron. Shout out to you, man.
Is that a
Durag, yeah.
Didn't have great outlook on life, and now I do. Thanks to you two. Wife and I both down for 25 pounds exercise 60 days in a row. My wife and I love y'all. Thanks for changing our lives. Hey, man. That's what it's about, bro. The Carpenter Garage. I appreciate that. Myron's the king of crash outs. No one can ever doubt that Myron truly cares about his people. He's the most loyal dude I know. Fresh, bro. We all know what she's doing. Don't stress it. We got your back. I appreciate that,
Thanks,
Jay Costa.
bro.
The real ones know, bro. Guys, we went through this shit literally 3 years ago, and it's amazing how some of y'all got amnesia and like.
And they forgot when I had your back.
Yeah.
It's almost like if like you guys forget like when we as a team go through issues, it's not like, okay, this is bad, forget them. It's more like, nah, I'm here to say the story. We gotta say the facts. Got it. We can move forward in a correct way to make people understand what it really is. Unfortunately though, because it's criminal now, I have to on some level remain silent, because if I do talk too much, then it's too much exposure. But hey, bad, life is good, because you know why life is
We
good?
just found out another crime that she's involved in.
Bro, it's just like, man.
All right, let's go.
right,
What else do we got? None of the day ones believe this gold digging piece of shit. Yeah.
Black
Shout out to
Lemur.
Black Lemur, bro. Day one. Hey, he back. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out Black Lemur, man.
Shout out to you, man.
Oh, no, we did this one?
Can I?
No.
You just got to text another crime that she involved in.
No, not that. I was just gonna say like,
No.
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 But it's not even like bad. It's just like,
We said enough.
FYI, man. Like, remember, I made a statement. Okay, I'll just say this, just so it's indirectly gonna say what I'm gonna say right now. I made a statement on my vlog and on the show multiple times, and I said, this is a matter of fact, guys, look it up if you want to. I said, if a girl's on camera with me, she is what? Not my girl. Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm gonna say. If a girl's on camera with me, she's not my girl. Because if she's not, like, for example, I'm gonna say this again just so you understand. If I bring a girl on camera, she's not my girl. You can never see my girl, because I know what happens when you bring a girl on the internet. I'll learn from experience. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
But I said in the past before, so
What else do we got here?
that's all I'm gonna say, indirectly.
Yeah, I get it. Fresh and Myron, that's from a tuning train. I'll never turn my back. Thank you guys for everything. Standing strong with these guys. Like the fucking video, he threw his cup. Fuck yeah, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, he threw it all right.
Shit annoys me, man. Like it really bothers me. There's a few things that piss me off. Pussies and bigger pussies. And what I mean by that is like men that don't have any fucking spine, bro. No character. Like, I fucking hate these niggas, bro. In my fucking chat while I'm streaming, leave fresh. Nigga, I'm over here playing some fucking Overwatch, and you guys are overwatching our lives like some fucking losers, some fucking gossiping bitches. Like,
It's like a novella. It's almost like our
fucking
lives
pathetic.
are what they live by to watch. But
Fucking pathetic. man.
again, I get it, you know, but it's almost like, bro, like, it's almost invasive. But then again, you know, public, I get
Whatever,
it.
man.
Make content, I get
Yeah,
it.
I get it. It's just like, damn, man. Let's see here. Being a friend to someone isn't easy. It's very difficult. Fair weather friends aren't your friends. They're just wolves in sheep's clothing. Also, Mo
Habibi.
Yeah. That's true, man. We got your back. Well, CO Network, we up.
Shout out to my guys at City Network, man.
W Myron Rant. I appreciate that law of distraction. W Sneeko for defending Fresh as well. Yeah, shout out to Sneeko.
Yes,
he did.
He defended me.
Even after Amber Heard tried to bury Johnny Depp, these dumbasses still be believing. Thank you so much. Watch your haters. They're going to eat crow in the end. Get the purdy little mouths ready.
Shout out to Mr. Lucario, Miles, sitting in the center. Hit me up on the side and say, yo, Fresh, what's going on? Like, you good? And before they make content, they say, yo, what's the deal here? Because that's what friends really do. They don't just say, oh, we tried calling you, no response, I'm gonna make a video and talk shit. And it's almost like you can see who your real friends are when they actually hit you up and say, bro, you good?
Yeah.
Versus like, oh, I'm just going to talk shit about this guy because I hate him.
And
It's
that
cool, though.
respect is because we gave that respect right up front. Like, yo, we're not gonna fucking try to do no bullshit. Like, we're gonna bring you on and have a good interview and everything else like that. And people respect that shit, man.
Yeah.
What else do we got here? That's it. Okay. DG Bill, WFNF, W Tate. I don't believe nothing until I see evidence first. Yep. Shout out to you, man. You actually have a brain. W Brotherhood, we got your back fresh. Shout out to you, Cacho. Appreciate that, man. Haters are gonna hate, man. And then Mr. Josh says, don't talk. That's fine. I did most of the talking anyway. Why isn't nobody holding that chick accountable? She's stupid and an airhead. These modern day women-ish. Man, protect your meat because these hoes wicked out here. Just don't make no goddamn sense here, bro. I told y'all before, man. Girls don't take rejection well, and that you guys are seeing it right now.
Oh,
1080p,
man.
Y'all don't see. Y'all literally see
Nobody's
it. Like,
safe, bro. Nobody's
holy.
safe. Not even us.
You know, it's just like, goddamn, bro. Like, she can't take a L. She's probably never been told no in her life. Had a girl while in service do the same thing. Her own friend showed all the proof of how she was going to set me up. NCIS would have been on my ass. She claimed essay, fake pregnancy, steamrolled at 304. See, man, real ones know, man. Like, see, it's the dudes that don't deal with women that believe this shit. Real talk. Like the guys that don't get no pussy, haven't been laid in 8-9 months, that don't deal with females on a regular basis. Y'all dumbasses believe this shit.
Yo, they donate.
Tylon. Day ones, shit ain't fucking leaving. Keep leaning from the front, gentlemen. FNF to them. Shout out to the real ones, man. Coming back.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. This is my home.
And that was a $100.
They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to you guys, bro. Became friends with Destiny. He showed his loyalty yesterday. Part 2, I bumped my credit score to 78 points. It's now 692. I finally got 4 months of savings, and on my journey to weight loss was 330, now 302 months. Okay. Shout out to you, bro. Fuck
Good
yeah.
job, man.
Myron Walter, you guys have no idea how much you helped me. I just went through a divorce and I have 2 kids. I'm prior military, so I fully understand your loyalty. I hope this 100 helps. Bro, thank you so much.
Shout out
I
to you, bro.
appreciate that, man.
Damn.
Like I said, man, guys, we don't even need the money. We just want y'all to rock with us and support us with all the haters that are going to probably fucking come, all the TradCon losers that are going to come in and think that for some odd reason they thought that this was the religion podcast. It fucking isn't. Like, what the hell? Like, we got our start teaching you guys how to get laid. So what the fuck, man? We're not religious over here. We've been said that shit. It's amazing how fucking people think we bring on a couple religious guests and they must forget what the fuck we do and what the fuck we stand for and how the fuck we got here just because we bring people of opposing views. So whatever, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, and look, there's no hate here, man. You know, time will tell what's going to happen, and, you know, wish her the best.
She going to jail, bro. She going to jail. She committed a felony at 1080p, man. She is stupid as fuck. Bro, if you're watching the show right now, you are dumb. You are fucking dumb, man. Like, dumb.
You stupid.
Anyway. What we good? We good?
Yeah, we good on chat.
And Angie Warner, dumbass, too.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
All right,
well.
this was definitely a very telling stream on certain levels, and
Yeah.
I think the audience can make a choice for themselves.
And guys, at the end of the day, Fresh is human. He made a mistake.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro, the mod, I mean, like, just like my lifestyle, bro. You know, it's girls, man.
yeah. He's gonna definitely reassess,
But for sure, like, you know, I made mistakes and
make some changes.
I take accountability for that 100%. But again, before you critique, get the full story first so you can understand, which is coming very soon, by the way. I got a lot of info here about past actions and current actions. So we're going to put out soon enough, but in the court of law or, for example, in criminal. So
Yeah. So I think we got an after-hour show.
for some girls.
Tonight with some lovely ladies. I'm going to clean up the mess I made here. I apologize, guys. We'll be back in
But April 26th,
April 26th.
live show
in
Miami.
Come meet us in person.
Yes, girls, us, meet and greet is going to be dope.
But you can come for free, bro. Real talk, man. Come for free.
And VIP is almost sold out. So
Come for
guys,
free.
Get it while you can. Link
Fucking-
at the top of the description box.
He
And in the
shows up,
comments.
bro. I'm jumping off the stage. I'm beating the shit out of him. It's going to be world
No,
star.
you're giving him a big hug.
Sorry.
A beer hug.
Sorry. Yes. I meant
A beer hug.
Yeah, like a
You
bear
know?
hug. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
friends.
thumb wrestle, bro.
All right, man.
Guys. Yeah.
Good show. Shout out to James Sexton. He'll be here soon as well. Go follow him, NYC Lawyer. And yeah.
Yeah. We'll be back with some lovely ladies, guys. We're gonna clean up the studio a bit. We love y'all. Thank you guys for sticking by us.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't talk about everything, right? Because obviously, for legal situation, as you guys know, we're pursuing this criminally and civilly, both in both lanes.
Yeah.
To the fullest extent of the law. But just know, man, like Fresh definitely learned from this. He's taking accountability. Like there's definitely not him saying like, oh, you do nothing wrong. Like, bro, he's taking.
I make mistakes.
He knows
guys.
he made a mistake, and he's absolutely taking accountability for it. And he's gonna fucking fix his act in this situation. We talked about it.
But just think to yourself, what would a normal, good human being do? And look at someone's actions, and you could tell something's not right there. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
mean, y'all heard the phone call, man.
That's all I'm gonna say there, bro.
Like, come on, dude. That's fucking staged, guys. And then come out with receipts and all this other shit immediately after.
That's bad, man. Holy.
After a negative test a week prior.
Holy. Hey, man, let's end
Okay,
the show.
sorry.
I ran so far